robber.
Give me all your love.
You robbing me for my love?
I'm robbing you for your love. Hi, Bixby.
You just spit on my lips.
Sorry. I want all
I don't
the
got
love.
no money. I got
I
no
don't want
money.
money. I don't want money. I want love. Hi, baby. I've missed you.
You got my tit.
Sorry.
What are you trying to do?
Nothing. I just miss my wife. Can't I miss my wife? Hi, baby. I like your lips from that side.
No, stop it. You're not supposed to crawl on me. Come on.
I'm not going to curl on you.
You too much over me.
Give me a kiss. I love you.
Love you too.
Oh, honey.
Hi, baby. I was sleepy. I was sleeping.
I see that. Wow, when I was squatted down, that wasn't a good thing. Wasn't sure I was going to get back
You
up.
got a little belly.
Huh?
You got a little belly.
Yeah, well.
I'm looking at it. It's little. Go look at the kitchen.
Ooh, look at the kitchen.
Kitchen clean. I clean the kitchen.
The kitchen's clean.
It's very, 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 very clean. And I am taking a nap. This couch is lovely.
Wow.
Yeah, it's clean. I made chicken for me for next week. I ate some today. Bixby begged for it. I gave her a little piece and she left it on the floor.
Shame on you.
I know.
You missed her.
Look how tall my hair looks.
You see,
Huh?
you missed it. She was wanting my attention. She stood up on her hind legs and took her 2 steps so I could get her, so I could rub her.
She wanted her hind legs? Like a people person walk?
Yeah,
She did a people person walk?
yeah, 2 steps.
My baby is a people person. Is that a word?
People person.
So, look at my boo-boo.
Hi,
If I get the angle right, there it is.
Hi. Yeah,
My
I'm
boo-boo's
home.
home from work.
Why is this off?
What else?
Because it's sticking unplugged.
What's unplugged?
The
Oh, okay. You can plug that. Sorry.
It doesn't do well off this extension cord.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't realize it got unplugged.
Yeah, we
Oh, I think it's good.
we're gonna have to get a different extension cord, I think, or something. Because we move it. I'm becoming a connoisseur of how to break into. Are you recording? Are you?
Yes, this is recording, baby.
Breaking into or popping open bottles of champagne.
Yeah, I want the mimosa tonight. She gets carbs with a biscuit, and I get a little champagne with orange juice. Well done. So.
That bad boy.
Look at that serious look on that face.
Yeah, well, that hurts. That wire hurts.
Please don't pop me. Do you know how to do it without hitting me?
Yeah, actually, we'll go in the kitchen and pop it.
I'm good with that.
Because when I popped it with the other one, it overflowed. So I had it in the sink. I was smart. So I'll be right back. Unless you want to record.
No,
Okay.
I'm good. I don't feel like getting hit in the face with a cork.
I know it. I can talk without even thinking about it.
Hey guys.
Hello.
So my baby wanted to eat a little bit when she got home. I don't blame her. Because she had breakfast with us at like 10 a.m. and I don't think she ate again, did you?
Yeah, I had a toasted cheese sandwich and that was about it.
So I made her I heated up some biscuits I made earlier today. And then I made her some cheese, eggs, and bacon.
Yummy. Thank you, honey, for making me a snack.
So, and then she wanted some peanut butter. Which is so funny because she doesn't eat peanut butter.
Once in a while.
Really? This container will last us a year.
I get a hankering for peanut
How
butter.
often she don't eat it? It's about a year.
I get a hankering every now and again.
And she won't eat almond. I eat almond butter. She won't eat almond butter.
It's okay, but I want peanut butter.
I'm craving carbs for some reason. I didn't plan on eating any carbs yet.
Right.
Well. So she's still watching Dark Shadows.
It's getting good.
She's so addicted. At family breakfast this morning, her and my brother were talking about it. They talk about the strangest things. They really do. Anytime we get together, they literally go into another part of the house. And like he went and sat on the couch, she went and sat on the love seat. Me and my sister and my mom were still in this area over here. They went in their own little world, had their little conversation over there. I was like, wow, you gonna leave me? You're not gonna let me be a part of the conversation. Okay, y'all do y'all. I don't need to be around y'all. Whatever, whichever. I wasn't in my feelings, but I'm just telling you I was whatever. But I wasn't in my feelings.
But it's kind of fun because her brother and I get to go off and have our own little conversation about movies or about shows.
My brother is a cool guy. He's a super cool guy.
There we go. Now I'm not cough.
He wasn't always inclusive though. But he made a conscious decision in his life to not judge other people's lives and basically recognize it's not his place to judge them. So he lives by example. He does the right thing by example. He lives by morals. Me telling my family that I'm marrying a woman wasn't a hard conversation. It wasn't hard. It wasn't hard because I think my personality is kind of like, I'm doing what I do. I'm doing me. I'm comfortable with me. I'm living in God's righteousness. I'm making good choices. I'm law-abiding. I'm supportive to others and helpful to others. I'm a good person. So I know I'm not a bad person. And then when I met Mandy, I thought, God, she's like an angel from God. Like, she's one of God's angels. Because she's so coveted and so protected. And there's things that should have escaped her in life that never even never got access to her. Because she's coveted and protected. Because she lives, I think, in my opinion, you live according to God's laws and rules. And she doesn't deviate. And I love that about her. She's like, she'll do the right thing because it is the right thing to do. Like, I used to litter all the time. Which is it's a crime. You should never litter. You should never ever litter. But sometimes I would do it and she would say, really? She would go off on me so bad. I'm like,
where were we at? And I backed up. No, it wasn't when we were on vacation, but I stopped and backed up and made her pick it up.
I don't remember where it was, but I littered and she went. And she had the right, because technically you know it's wrong. You know, when you litter, you know you shouldn't do it. When you do things where, I don't know, you just know you shouldn't do it. Like, my ethics and my morals, like, if I'm in your restaurant and you don't charge me what you should charge me, my instincts automatically is to say, hey, you didn't charge me correctly, pay it. But something as minor as littering, I used to not even care, but now I care. Because I recognize the importance of it. I recognize that one item, if everybody puts one item down, you could pollute our entire planet in just less than an hour. So I get it now. And so I don't do it now. I pick things, even if I didn't do it, I'll use gloves and use napkins and pick up other people's stuff and put it in the trash can. What drives me insane is when the trash can's right there and somebody litters like 2 feet from the trash can. That drives me insane because all you had to do was literally walk 2 feet and drop it in the trash can. So, I think because of myself and my standards and how I live my life, me telling my family that, knowing our religious background, knowing my mom's ethics, my mom's morals, my mom's choices, and our law within our religion, I knew that I was not going to be accepted immediately with my choice. I knew that. But with all due respect, I would have been okay with it. I absolutely would have been okay with it. Because everybody has a right to their opinion, everybody has a right to their own beliefs and their own faith. And I don't judge them, and I'm not angry about it. I gave my mom time. My sister and my brother who've known me all my life, they weren't surprised, believe it or not.
Really?
No, they weren't surprised. They've known me my whole life. Even if I didn't know myself, they knew me. They weren't surprised. So, my mom, she thought I was confused. She told me I was having some confusion and mental lapse. It was an interesting conversation. And she literally said, were you going to bring, because I did not even bring Mandy up to my family until we were seriously dating. And then a month later, we got engaged. So it moved, and it was not fair to my mom because it moved so quickly. But she didn't even know that we were even having a conversation. And then 30 days later.
But I went with you to your birthday party.
I know, but you were with me as my friend.
Oh.
You weren't with me as a significant other. We weren't even committed. We weren't even.
Like they couldn't tell.
But we never even had the relationship conversation when we say, I'm only with you, you're only with me. We hadn't even had that conversation yet. We didn't have that conversation until the end, probably October.
Yeah.
After we got back from Osage Beach.
Oh, yeah.
It was after we got back from Osage Beach, and my ex was trying to get with me.
Uh-huh.
And you were like, no.
Right.
I was very honest with my ex. I was very honest. And I wasn't interested in getting back with my ex at all. But she just was like, look, this is serious to me. I'm serious about you. We need to be serious. I'm fully committed to you. I need you to be fully committed to me. I'm like, not a problem. I am. I wasn't saying anybody else. I had the bacon taste.
Very good.
Tastes good. So we weren't even on my birthday. My birthday is in September. We weren't on.
That's right.
We were still trying
to just.
We were enjoying ourselves. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was probably. There's a lot of freedom. I think we acted like we were 25 sometimes, and 18, 19, 16 sometimes, some things we did. But it wasn't until we got back from Osage Beach and you had decided that you wanted to make sure that I understood where you were at and what your boundaries and expectations were. And then I was like, oh, yeah, I'm cool with that. I was like, whatever. If those are your ground rules, I'm cool with it. Because I knew that I loved this woman the first time she kissed me. But she said she knew she loved me the first time she met me. It'll close itself out.
Yeah, go.
I'm getting an alert about my battery. So she said she loved me. So the problem was my mom was not a part of all those conversations. So I did not introduce Mandy to my family nor discuss our relationship until we solidified it. And we knew ourselves what we were doing and that we were comfortable in it. Mandy has always been in a relationship with women. I haven't. Everybody I've been with have been men. I've never been in a relationship with a woman. I've never dated a woman. She's the only woman I've ever kissed. She's the only woman I've ever been with. And to be honest with you, I honestly, deep down in my soul and my heart, I feel like God was preparing me to be with her. Preparing me to be a better person so I can truly, healthily be with her in a healthy way. That's just my opinion. And of course, none of these conversations I had with my mom. So all of a sudden, we come back from Osage Beach, we're talking, we're in a committed relationship, and Mom's like, Halima, are you seeing somebody? I said, yeah. She goes, is it the lady that visited you that one time you were at my house? I said, yeah. She's like, I think you're confused. I'm like, I don't think I'm confused. I really don't, but okay. And she said, well, are you guys in a committed relationship? I said, yeah, we are. I think you're confused. I said, Mom, I'm not confused. And then she said, well, what are you going to do? Bring her around? Well, no, what do you think this is going to go? I was like, I don't know. But right now, we're still learning each other. We don't know what we're doing. I knew you were going to ask me to marry you. I knew it. I just didn't know when you were going to ask me to marry you. But because you kept talking about things, about marriage and commitment and all that stuff. So I knew it was coming. And then plus, you were moving very quickly. You had me in your apartment. I willingly moved with you quickly too. Because I was comfortable with you.
I wanted to keep her. I knew she was the one. So I found my lifelong partner.
So when I finally did tell my mom, we sat down, we had a conversation. I told you about the conversation we had. We had a long conversation. And I think in that moment, I set my boundaries in that moment, in that conversation, because my mom was like, well, I don't agree with this. I don't accept this. This is against God's will. It's not, doesn't need to happen. It's just wrong. Da, 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 da. I said, okay. I said, and then she said, well, you gonna bring her to family events? I said, yes, I am. I am. And if she asks me to marry her, I'm gonna marry her. I am. Or you're gonna have her around the family? Yes, I am. And it's gonna be what it is. And how you guys behave is gonna be your choice. How we behave is gonna be our choice. But yes, my family is important to me. My wife is important to me. And those two worlds will have to collide because it's important. Now, in the first part of our marriage, my mom did come to our house several times. She didn't come to our marriage, or to our wedding though, because my wife surprised me with a wedding.
That's a whole nother story.
She was just trying to lock me down by trying to leave because she thought she was screwing up so bad she had to marry me quickly before I left her. And you were screwing up bad.
Mm-hmm.
You were. And I did. Like, I left you once.
Yeah, she did.
And I almost left you again, too. Because you were doing stupid shit. Yeah. And that's just because falling in love is scary. It's scary. And then you fall in love with your soulmate, the person that knows your heartbeat, like your heart beats to their heart, and they know. That's scarier. That's scarier. And your soulmate who literally sees you, good, bad, ugly, sad, greatness, and poorness in you, and see it, and still loves you, that's scary. Because what happens if that love goes away? So, I was nervous and I was scared. Every 5 seconds, I'm like, I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna leave. But I didn't truly leave. And then we got married. I'm getting divorced, I want a divorce, I did. And the funny thing about it is, the one person who was not okay with us being together was also the one person, my mom, who was okay with supporting me. And she would talk to me, and she would talk to me about being married and sharing your life with someone, and how I made the choice to marry Mandy, and she didn't believe in divorce, and she didn't believe in us getting divorced. That we have to work on it and make sure we work through whatever we're working through. And it was petty stuff. Petty. Oh. When I say petty, our first year of marriage was beautiful, don't get me wrong, it was great. But there was moments where I had pettiness in me, where I was like, well, she's going to leave me, so I'm going to leave her before she leaves me. And she was never even thinking about leaving me. But I didn't know, because, again, when you're with your soulmate and you're learning your soulmate, and only thing you have are previous interactions with other people that were what they were. They weren't bad, they weren't good, they just were like what they were. And then you finally meet the person you know God deemed for you to be with. I knew it the minute you kissed me, I knew it. It gets scary. But we're 3 years in now, and I don't have that fear, and I don't have that apprehension, I don't have anything. I'm comfortable, and I'm settled, and I'm safe, and I think we're good. But the first year, what did you think the first year was hard, or do you think it was difficult, or do you think it was okay?
I thought the first year was amazing.
I did too. The second year I thought was pretty amazing too.
I think we've had, our ups and downs, but
again, those ups and downs had nothing to do with us.
No.
There was external things happening that had nothing to do with this household.
Exactly.
Had nothing to do with us.
Yeah, no.
So I think because we talk so much, and we talk every single day. Mm-hmm. We make decisions together. We don't make decisions outside of each other. We have conversations. I say what I'm thinking. She says what she's thinking. She has a right to her opinion. As long as she includes me in her thoughts, that's all I need. Now, if it's something I don't agree with, I'm going to tell her I don't agree with it. And then I'm going to tell her why I don't agree with it. And maybe we need to approach it from this direction. And she'll do the same for me. But, yeah, all those times, which is, I can count them on one hand. Well, I can count on one hand how many times we actually truly fought and argued in 3.5 years. And that's probably maybe 5 times, if that. But never to the point that I wanted to leave you, and never to the point that I thought you wanted to leave me.
Oh, no. Never. Sure.
But it was interesting. But my mom, I said all that to say that I didn't know how this was going to end up because it didn't start so great. It didn't start so supportive. But my brother has always been supportive.
First time I met her brother.
My sister too.
And your sister. She was like, okay, this is what you do. You know, introduce yourself, shake his hand. Introduce yourself, shake her hand. Right. So, we go out for dinner at this, like, hibachi type grill thing. Anyway, walk in, see him. Hi, how are you? Shake his hand. Hi, how are you? Shake her hand. Shake the sister's hand. Hi to their mom.
Jack's sister.
Oh yeah,
my best friend who passed away was there.
Shake the mom's hand. Her best friend was waving at me, you know, just uncontrollably.
She saw pictures of me and she knew who he was.
Right. So I said hi to her. She grabbed me, hugged me. Girlfriend, it's so good to see you. Finally get to meet you. I'm like, all right. Cool.
My best friend loved you. Oh, Jackie.
I love Jackie. She was so sweet.
I miss her so much.
So we get done with dinner, and everything with her mother was yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. I was scared to death. So we go.
Mama was fine.
Oh yeah, she was fine. So we get done with dinner.
This is before Osage Beach, by the way.
This is way before Osage Beach. So we get done with dinner. We go outside, saying our goodbyes. I go to give her brother a handshake again. Nice to meet you. He grabs me and hugs me. I'm like, okay.
I think my brother knew.
Yeah, I think so too.
And my sister knew.
Yeah.
Based on how I spoke about her.
Right. So then her sister goes, come here and give me some love. All right. So I gave her a hug.
Spit on me?
No.
Something just hit my mouth.
Not me. I did not.
I'll take it. Give me a little bit.
So I went over to her mom, you know, nice to meet you, and she shook my hand, gave me a little hug. Hope we get to do it again soon. Okay. Which that kind of.
So that was before I had the conversation with mom.
Yeah.
We were together.
Which okay, but now every time her brother and sister come over or we meet up for whatever, her brother will come in. Hey sister, her come over and give me a hug immediately. I'm like. Hi.
Alright, today when they were here, I told them, I said, you guys, I love y'all so much, but I'm really not hugging. I'm still doing social distancing. And my brother was wearing a face mask. My mom was wearing a face mask for the majority of the visit. Oh, you really killed that bacon.
Uh-huh.
Good girl. And so at the end of the visit, I was sitting there on my phone doing something. I looked up and I told my brother, I said, I'm not hugging you goodbye, but you know that I love you with all my heart. I said, I'm not hugging you back. And as soon as I said, there's still going to be no hugging goodbye, I love you with all my heart, he turns around and immediately hugs her. And I'm like, dude, what did I just say to you?
He's like, I want to give her a hug.
I said, what did I just say to you? He was like, whatever. My brother's like, whatever. I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't care what you say to me. Whatever. Bye. I was like, oh, you don't listen.
And it was so funny because he grabbed me. He goes, I'm going to hug her anyway. And he grabbed me, hugged me. He goes, see you later, sis. I'm like, bye, bro. I had to say that, but I was like, see you later. Yeah, I thought about it. You know,
I'm still nervous.
A little bit at times.
My brother, when she first met my brother, she called him Mr. Yusuf.
I did.
I laughed so hard. And she said, sir.
Well,
I laughed so hard.
He's a military guy, so you know.
Yeah, he is a military guy.
My granddad was too, and I mean, it was
so funny.
Yes, sir, no, sir. You know, you respected them. You respected whoever it was until you were told otherwise. You didn't call them by their first name.
I have left you chicken twice that you have not eaten. Bacon you have not eaten. Stop looking at me like you're hungry. You're not hungry. Don't roll your eyes and look at her.
She's
don't roll. She rolled my eyes at me and looked at you.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me like that. Don't look at me like that. This cat's gonna be the mean mug.
So, I mean, it is. We don't have any conflict at all. We really don't. We're blessed to have amazing people in our lives who have their own lives that they're living. They're really not worried about our lives. My brother lives a full, bountiful, blessed life where he is a blessing to many, many people and do many charitable things. My sister lives a very full, bountiful life where she's a blessing to her kids and her job and her loved ones too, and lives a full life. They don't have time to worry about what we're doing in our marriage. They can care less. They don't care. And I love that about my family. My family is so like, I care. If you're hurt, if you need something, what can I do to help you? Oh, you ready to party? You ready to celebrate? You want to do something? Go out to dinner? Have a connection? Talk about our lives, where we're at? I'll do that. They're not going to judge you. If I call my family to fuss about her, which I do sometimes about the cleaning, they'll tell me in a heartbeat, I don't want to hear that. Whatever. Because the minute later, you're going to be kissing her something you love. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm like, whatever. And my mama used to, when I would fuss about her, my mama would take her side all the time. I'd be like, Mama, I'm your daughter. Seriously? Well, Halima, you know how you can be. You know you can be controlling. You know you got a mouth on you. So you need to work on those things, Halima. You need to work on that marriage is equality. I'm very equal. I'm very equal. I'm very nice. Sometimes. Not all the time, sometimes. So I love the fact that my family have their own things. They ain't worrying about my thing. And they ain't judging my thing. And they have their own relationship with God. And they do not try to mess in and totter with my relationship with God and trying to tell me that God is not going to love me or protect me or care for me because of my personal choices and what I did in my life and being married. Because I think that I honestly know you were made for me and I was made for you. So I'm grateful and I'm blessed with that. I'm grateful and I'm blessed. And I'm also blessed that my mother, she has very strong views and very strong religious views, but she's always been kind and respectful and nice to Amanda. She's always been. She's never been disrespectful, not one time. And that's just not her nature. It's not her character. And to be honest with you, if you understood Islam or anything about my religion, if you did anything like that, you actually are going against the religion, just so you know. So, if you say within, because of the religion, this is why I can't accept somebody's sexuality, I'm telling you, you're going beyond the religion. Because if one thing you cannot do is make alliances. You cannot say that you're equal to God and you're God who's making decisions for other people. You cannot. That's the biggest sin in the world, is to say, I'm God, I'm going to make a decision in your life. Because you're not.
Nope.
So we got blessed.
Yep.
I got blessed. I got blessed with people in my life. My brother, my sister, my mom. If anything happened to any of them, I wouldn't know what I would do. I wouldn't survive, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, no. I made your mom laugh today.
Mom was funny.
This morning?
She did not feel good today.
Yeah, I know. I felt bad for her.
Horrible. And
she didn't look good. She looked a little...
She felt horrible. She's just doing too much. She's taking care of everybody else.
But Halima, her sister, and her mom were talking about rearranging this area, the dining room area.
They offered me suggestions and stay and help. They left.
Yeah. And I was in talking to Yusuf, and I heard it, and I was like, and Helena said something about, oh, well, that's your job. And I'm like, oh, nope, I got to go to work. And it was only, noon or something, and I don't have to be at work till 2. I'm like, nope, I got to go. See you later. Have plans. She's like, you don't have to be at work till 2. I said, sorry, I'll be there at 1. Got to go get tested. And her mom's just laughing.
Because they did the same thing. They all burned out. When I got ready to move stuff, they burned out.
Yeah, everybody like, bye. Got to go.
Damn.
Well,
stop eating all that butter.
Sorry. Well, needless to say, I said, whoop, gotta go. Time to go to work. But no, it was nice this morning having everybody over. And
I missed that. With the pandemic, we've gotten together, like, Amanda wasn't there the last time we got together, but it's okay because we were talking about
me.
Huh?
The last time they were together, they were probably talking about me.
Why don't we talk about you?
I don't know.
Ain't nothing interesting going on with you. We don't talk about you.
Oh, okay.
We never talk about you. We talked about the funeral stuff. You know what we talked about. I talked to you about it, remember?
Yeah.
We talked about the burial, doing the burial plans and doing the power of attorneys, which I was talking about getting our paperwork in order. So, that's what we talked about. I'm always talking about that.
I know. But she's
smart. Yeah, she's very smart.
Because, we found that out about when my aunt passed.
Yeah, my mom is a very smart lady. She's been through a lot. She knows so much.
Listening to her today, my God, I felt like I should have been taking notes because I felt like there was a test afterwards. I mean, seriously.
Our conversation?
Yeah, she was so smart and so informative. I mean, I learned stuff. You know.
Well, Mom is a retired teacher and she's got a PhD.
I know. Well, she's
got 2 masters, 2 bachelors, and a PhD.
I know.
My mother's got some intelligence.
Right. Oh, well, you know, I was telling Amy that today. I said, she's like, oh, how'd breakfast go? I said, it went well. I said, and one of the guys said, God, I wish I could have taken it, or I took a nap today. I said, I wish I could have. I said, although it was kind of bad, I was sitting there listening to the conversation as we were all conversating, and I said, I was sitting there about ready to doze off, and I was like, ooh, that would be good. I'd be like falling asleep in lecture hall.
I don't know conversation. That was an intense conversation.
It was very intense. So I was sitting there thinking, God, if I fell asleep, I'd be like falling asleep in lecture hall.
We talked about a lot of political stuff today. A lot of political stuff. We actually didn't do any catches up on anybody's lives. I mean, we talked about the new baby, my sister's new grandchild she's got. My brother, he's got his beautiful grandkids. I can't believe we're old enough to have grandkids.
I know.
We have grandkids!
I know.
I don't have any kids, which is sad because I should
have. No, but you have a great niece and great nephew.
I should have had kids though. I would have been a great mother.
You would have, but now you have a great niece and a great nephew.
I know, but I want to be a mother.
Sorry.
So.
But anyway, so Amy said, well, what were you guys talking about? I said, oh, all kinds of stuff. I said, very interesting, very informative. I said, I learned. I said, man, I never realized how smart Halima's mom is.
Yusuf too.
Yeah, well, Yusuf too. And she goes,
all the little legal laws you knew?
Oh, I know.
Okay, well, no, don't lose that thought. Tell me what that law is.
Come back to that.
I want to know what that law is. Tell me what the law is.
And I said, and I told her, so, I said, Halima's mom has a PhD, has a doctorate. And she goes, oh, and what? I said, in education, I think. I said, she's smart. I said, she could be a dean. I said, she's
cute.
Oh, she could.
Okay.
I said, she's smart. I said, to listen to her today, I said, I really thought I should have been taking notes. Just for future reference, because she is so smart.
Well, and I think that Mama raised us with the adage that, and I don't mean to get racial or political, but that she raised us with an adage that you are a black woman or a black man, you have 3 strikes against you just from day one. Which means you have to be better than everybody else. You gotta study harder, work harder. You have to work 10 times harder than somebody else just to gain and get ahead. And the reality is, I've done that my entire life. I've had to work harder than everyone else. And the downfall is, you know what the downfall is? You know what people have said to me? You intimidate me. I don't know if I feel comfortable with you working here. I'm like, what the hell? I'm just doing a job. I'm not intimidating anybody. I'm doing my job. And I'm doing it correctly and thoroughly. So, I don't know. Just with all that, we've always been raised to read, be educated, learn. If you speak on facts only, not emotion, facts.
Right.
So you need to back it up with dates and times and evidence of everything before you say your opinion. Because your opinion without any basis has no merit.
Exactly.
So that's how we were raised. I remember my first book I ever read, I think I was maybe 6, was Watership Down. I think it's over 1,000 pages. No, 1,300. It's over 1,300 pages. It is a book about the personification of animals. And just this journey of this rabbit trying to ambulate and move through the world and different interactions with different peoples. And I love that book. My mom made me read it. Oh, wow. But she made me read it. I love the fact that my mother educated us. She didn't rely on the school system to educate us. She educated us.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm right there with you. My mom kind of did the same thing.
I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the knowledge she instilled in me. And I wish I would have listened more. Because I wouldn't have to learn so many hard lessons in life, but I would have listened more.
Exactly, yeah. It's funny, her mom made them read Watership Down. my mother had a degree in French literature, so she introduced me to all the old monsters, the original, the books. Mary Shelley, Frankenstein. Yeah, I got to. I only deal with so much orange juice. She introduced me to
champagne in it.
Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and Bram Stoker's Dracula and Victor Hugo's Hunchback of Notre Dame. Oops. Yep. And Gaston Leroux's Phantom of the Opera.
Okay, first of all, your mom made you into an obsession. You obsessed about Phantom of the Opera.
Well, but she wanted me to know what the classics were. She wanted me to know that these were the classics. And so...
It is beyond the classics. It's obsession. But you know what, but I will tell you this. The most amazing part of all of this, if you have a trivia night, whether it's in music, literature, history, anything, this is the person you want there. This is because random facts that you would not know that you know, random facts that nobody knows, she knows. Random from historical to politics to even just generic stuff as movies and music, stuff that people just don't know. She knows.
Yeah, my RAM is full right about now. I need to download it and get some more.
This is so funny, but I was blessed. I was blessed to be born by my mother. I really was. I have the most phenomenal mother. My mother worked, when we were kids, my mother worked 3 jobs and put herself to school. She worked 3 jobs and she cleaned houses, she drove buses, and she did something else. So she worked around the clock, raised as a single parent. Never got public assistance, nothing. She did it all by herself. And put herself to school. She put herself to 4-year undergrad and then grad school. And then she became a teacher. And then she continued to work 2 jobs and teach. And then she just, when she was done with a couple of bachelor's and then master's, she just taught. She went through oh my God. Later I'm going to tell you now, but I can tell you the story she went through. What she had to endure. And she chose never to cave and never leave the public school system. She could have left the public school system at any given time because they were horrible to her. But she didn't want to give up on our youth. She didn't want to. And she wanted to educate them. And she could have left and taught at colleges. She has taught at colleges before. She was offered positions, but she won't leave the youth because they need that structure, they need that education, and they need that compassion and knowledge from an older person who understands things. So when she got her doctorate, we were so proud of her. I was so proud of her when she got her doctorate because she earned it. She worked for it. She earned that doctorate, and she earned it on her own volition. She earned it on her own hard work. And it's not easy. Her doctorate was 3 levels. It wasn't easy to get it. It really wasn't. And she was working a full-time job, and I think she was in her 50s. I would say her late 40s, early 50s when she got her doctorate. But she's always learning. Even if I bet she's in some others in the school right now. She takes classes, she teaches classes, and she stays constantly learning. And, she have wrote 2 books, 2 books of poetry, 2 children's books, and then she's working on her 4th book right now. She's an intelligent, humble, strong person who taught me the value of work and taught me the value of not worrying about what someone else is doing, just me doing the best job I can do and not looking for anybody accolades, but just me doing the best work that I can do and me advocating for myself and fighting for my own rights. I was blessed that she was my mother. Blessed. I think that because of her strength that she instilled in me is why I was accepting of myself, and I didn't struggle with my self-loving. I didn't struggle with that. I didn't. She's always raised us to be our own person. Because she's like, just so you know, you can be your own person, but you got to clean up your own consequences. Yo. You live your own life. But those are your consequences. And I'm for better for loving you. I'm for better for marrying you. We're better together. We built an amazing life together. We struggle, but again, that has nothing to do with us. It's outside things that has nothing to do with us.
No.
We don't struggle because we don't love each other. And our struggle is not in our marriage. The struggle is outside in society. It's not us. So, Bixby, come out the kitchen, Mama.
Excuse me, I was going to yell at the cat.
Come here, baby. My phone's about to die anyway.
Yeah.
Come here, baby.
Off the counter, you ding dong.
Bixby. Why were you on the counter? What did she just say?
Well, that's what she said. Well,
things just happened. I got up there. I don't know how I got up there, Mommy.
they have a conversation all the time, and Bixby will answer her. Bixby, what are you doing on the counter? What? See? Yep. What?
Bixby
Huh?
Cream. Stay off the counter. Yes. Don't tell me no. Stay off the counter.
Bixby? What? Stay off the counter.
She just told you.
I
She
don't-
just told you no.
She's all laid up.
But my point is this: she whispered the no. She said,
no.
She said, no.
She's all up against my leg, patting me with her.
What's so
tail.
funny is when I get a firm voice with her and I say what I say. You know, the funniest thing about it is, she won't make another sound. But if you get a firm voice and say what you say, she's like, yeah. I'm
That
like,
tail, whatever, cat.
I've used a mama tone on her. I've never been a mama. I wish I could have been a mama. I would have been a great mama. Bixby, you go, girl. She's playing with her toy. All right, so I feel like I was all over the place in this conversation today. I really do, but I'm blessed. I
am too.
am blessed. I have an amazing, phenomenal family who are living their own lives, which is the most important thing, and not worrying about what I do in mine. Just like I'm not worried about what they do in theirs. But I tell you one thing, I got their back 24/7. Just like I know they got my back 24/7. When I had that one emergency, Yusuf was on the main line. He was getting everybody involved. It was like, come on, y'all. We got to lock this up and fix this. Got a hold of my wife. My wife got a hold of me. I was like, guess it's happening. She's like, oh, crap. She's like, okay, I'll be there in about an hour. I got you. I'm like, stuff happens. And stuff happens that's outside of our control that we don't have anything to do with. Other people have their own agendas in the society. They have their own goals of what they want to do to destroy somebody else's life. So, just keep that in mind, that if somebody is hurting you, don't take it out on your loved ones who've got your back. Put the anger where it goes. That's tearing down all this freaking oppression and lying and dishonesty. Oh, God, I'm so sick of it. What I'm saying doesn't make sense. It makes sense. A black person would understand what I'm saying. Or somebody who's been oppressed would understand what I'm saying. Or somebody who's had something dishonest done to them would understand what I'm saying. But I know it doesn't make sense what I'm saying, does it?
It does.
But you know, because you know, you were there.
Right, yeah.
You were there through the bull crap. So, I'm going to have to cut this down totally because I'm rambling a lot tonight. But my baby's fed.
I'm full now. I'm
I'm
tired.
going back to my homemaking side. When we first got married, I did everything. I did the shopping, the cooking, the laundry, the cleaning, everything. I wanted to be the most perfect wife. And then halfway through that first year, she stopped me. She's like, look, you're going to end up killing yourself. What can I take off your plate? Because you're going to die. You cannot work 2 full-time jobs and do everything. It just can't work like that. What can I do? And I got so angry. I said, why are you asking what can you do? You see what I do. You see how I clean. And she's like, what do you want me to take from you? I'm like, oh, you want to take? Oh, okay. Well, you can have the floors and the laundry, and I'll do the bathrooms and the rest of the house. She's like, okay. She says, well, I like to cook. I said, well, okay, I don't like washing dishes, but I'll do dishes. And then I actually haven't done them as much for them tonight. So I love how she stepped up and she just said, I see you're overworked and you're stressed. Let me take something from you. The house doesn't have to be perfect every day. I used to have this house immaculate. Every morning I was getting up, sweeping and mopping, because I just had an image of how I wanted our home to look in representation of our marriage, and Mandy got me to understand that everything ain't perfect. But if you got love and you have compassion and you have patience, then it is perfect. I'm not as bad.
No, you're not.
I don't wake you up at 5 a.m, sleep on the floors and mopping.
No, she doesn't. Thank God.
The first time I did it, you were so big.
I thought I was going to wake up to her vacuuming this morning.
I didn't.
No, I woke up. I know.
I
No,
didn't.
I vacuumed. But no.
didn't.
You know what I woke up to this morning? Hamilton. The musical Hamilton.
It's on Disney Plus. You're welcome. It's on Disney Plus. You're welcome. So if you watch this video, watch Hamilton on Disney Plus. I didn't even get a chance to watch it because then I went to cleaning.
I only saw bits and pieces of it. I'm so glad I did get. I'm gonna watch it Tuesday. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I was gonna go see it at the Fox.
Do you know
this
why
year.
you woke up to Hamilton?
No, why?
Because I know you like it.
Oh, I've never seen it.
But you knew what it was.
Yeah,
from a
I know
distance.
because I did. I heard it and I'm like,
Yeah.
she's listening. I was upstairs and I'm like, she's listening to Hamilton.
So what I do is now I don't wake up cleaning. I wake up and I put on something that I know is going to spark joy in her. So when she wakes up, she's not in a bad mood. I'm not pissing her off. I'm not like interrupting her sleep because I want to commit. I want to get done what I want to get done to make me feel comfortable. So I spark a balance. So Hamilton this morning woke her up in a good mood. So she came downstairs. When she came downstairs, I started moving. I started cleaning the kitchen, wiping down walls, cleaning the bathroom. That's when I started moving. And she didn't have, and she woke up in a good mood. And she woke up like, what do you want me to do? I'm like, oh, you can vacuum, baby. And she's like, oh, okay, I'll vacuum. So, but I'm learning that. I'm learning that. That's not something you know in marriage from day one.
Yeah. Oh no. No.
Because everybody's individual, and you have to treat them as individuals, and you have to communicate, and you have to tell each other the things you don't like, and what you would prefer versus something else. And with all due respect, if you love that person, trust me, you gotta make them happy.